Penis, 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 penis. Penis, penis, penis. Are you guys here?
Yeah.
We sleeping.
Okay, because I already hit start. As I was saying penis, and I was muted, and then I unmuted myself, but it was already started.
I'm still working
did
on
they?
the Pingina trilogy at this point.
What does that mean?
It's a set of movies I'm going to make eventually.
Movies.
Yeah, the first one's called Pingina, and it's about a giant penis / vagina hybrid.
Hope it's a
Jesus.
claymation.
Look what I started. Dude, we made a movie back in 2000, 2001. It was while the Twin Towers were still alive, though. So it wasn't post Twin Towers. Called Bitch Assing Colorado Springs. Where it was me and a couple of friends, and we went to a mall and like filmed ourselves fucking with people. And my section was called the Juke. So like, imagine you're walking towards me and I'm walking towards you, and you don't know who I am. And right as you're about to get to me, I juke like I'm gonna fucking walk right in front of you, and then just walk like nothing happened. And then we record the people's fucking reactions. Like one dude tried to fight me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did something stupid as a kid. We were trying to make like parody terrorist videos.
Oh,
I wasn't in there. I was doing the music.
Tactical Muffin Top. Did I double link you too? Ew, right then. How about that one? Sorry about that. I don't know how I sent you an old link and no one else got an old link. That's weird. Because I literally just copy pasted the exact same link to everybody, but you're the only one who got one that was different.
It'd be like that.
Yeah,
I guess so.
sometimes.
Computers are weird. So I need some help, boys. I got a problem. I got a huge fucking problem, and I don't know what to do about it. It's quite a big problem. It's quite a fucking huge problem. And here's the problem. Have you guys ever flown in a Cessna?
No.
Like a small airplane of any kind?
No.
A small kind of jet, but not a Cessna.
Nope.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I was not prepared for the amount of turbulence that happens on a small fucking airplane. And I knew it would be like more than like going on like a 747 or something, like there's fucking barely any unless it's like huge. But we got up in the air and I was up, down, left, right, 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 up, down, dude, until probably 20, 25 minutes in. I was like, bro, you should probably turn around now. He's like, why? I'm like, because I'm going to fucking puke if you keep going. So we went back to the runway, and I was like sweating like I've never sweated before, trying to fight off throwing up, and like we made it back.
Did you have a fear boner?
Well, if I can't get over this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. And like they're all like, yeah, it'll get better as you do it more, and you'll get used to it as like the more you do it. But I was fucked up for
I'm
like
curious, how old was that Cessna?
Doesn't matter. I was fucked up for hours and hours and hours after I even got off the plane. Like my body was like, bro, this isn't cool. Dude, this isn't cool. Oh, you want to eat something? Yeah, now you fucking feel like you might throw up again, don't you? It's like, Jesus, dude, it was bad. And I haven't felt like that. The only time I've ever felt like that I can remember is, besides maybe when I was like a little kid, because like as you get older, like that tends to get a little bit better. And I think when I was a little kid, I had like real bad car sickness all the time, so like I got used to that eventually. But yeah, I was doing VR, like a VR headset where you're moving around and it doesn't quite match reality. That did it to me once too. So I'm either gonna have to just fucking grin and bear it until I get used to it, or I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, dude.
Do they? Because the way you make it sound like it's like because you said as a kid you weren't used to like a lot of like car movement like that, right? So pretty much it's like that, except that you're moving a lot with that small engine plane. Have you ever took a medication for that? Like some people take dopamine and stuff like that, all that other stuff to
Well,
get used to that.
here's the thing: like if you're riding in an airplane, sure, yeah, take Dramamine, it's cool. If you're the pilot,
yeah, that's not
it's
good.
against the law to do that. It's the same thing as driving under the influence. It's a downer that you're taking, basically.
Hmm.
You mean it's right?
So yeah, I mean, like the Cessna that we were on is a little 4-seater, but like when you get into your seat, it's like there's no like room to move at all. Like you're shoulder to shoulder with the guy next to you. Your other shoulder is touching the fucking door. You know, there's nowhere to move. So that was the other thing, is like being kind of trapped in there like that. And I'll get used to it, but like being up in the air and like it's hot, and it was pretty fucking hot today, and like the thing's bouncing around and I can't fucking move, and oh my god, bro, I was so ready to get out of that plane after I don't even know how long it was, like 30, 45 minutes that we were in the plane for by the time I finally got out.
Bro, you'll be fine. I got faith in you. It's the first time. It's something new experience. You'll get used to it. You'll be callous to something just like everything else that was ever new for you.
Yeah, that's an experience.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was rough, dude.
It's also a different thing because you're not in control of it. Kind of like being on a swing for the first time when you're a kid, or going down the slide for the first time. Like, you'll get there, dude.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, I was doing pretty okay until I took the controls.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I took the controls, it was like 3 minutes later. I was like, okay, bro, like you got to take the controls back. Like,
that's what it probably was.
Did you have the finger over the red button?
What's the red button?
Fire.
Yeah, I wish it'd be cool if there was like a machine gun on it. It was like,
yeah, you should.
Just in case of air pirates, we give you a machine gun.
That'd be cool.
Bet you wouldn't have been sick then. You'd been ready to fire that thing.
Then you'd have a fucking enraged boner.
So I've been watching a couple of videos about it since I got home. Coalfoot says ginger helps a bunch of people. And then there's this. Okay, so there's like a wrist bracelet thing that you wear that puts pressure on a certain part of your wrist that helps with nausea. And then there's also like this vibrating wristwatch thing that does the same thing with vibrations on that part of your wrist. So apparently there's a part of your wrist that you can like either massage or wear a bracelet or wear this watch or whatever that helps. Eating ginger helps. And then I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. Just like repeated fucking exposure.
There you go.
Repeated exposure.
I mean, it's not wrong getting a few tries to see how it works for you.
Canada Ale or whatever, and then you're good to go.
Well, and the thing is, like he like the pilot guy that I rode with texted me this morning. He was like, "Hey, it's kind of bouncy. It's kind of turbulent today. You might want to reschedule." And I'm like, "Dude, we already rescheduled once. Like, let's just fucking do it." He's like, "Okay, come on in."
Okay.
Oh,
and maybe that was part of the problem too. Is like a little bit extra today, and then
Mhm.
everything else on top of it. I don't know.
I mean, if that's a factor, I mean, at least you'll know how bad it would get if you had ever had to fly a very single engine plane. Was it a single engine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what they train you on until you get enough hours to do other
I
stuff.
think they're right the better planes.
Because it's cheap. It's cheaper to run a single engine Cessna than it is like an A320 or something. What did you think a small plane would be like? I don't know. I just didn't expect to get that sick, dude. That's all. I thought I would be like maybe kind of queasy when we got off the plane, but I didn't expect to be like, okay, like 30 minutes into this is like I'm throwing in the towel. I didn't expect that.
Well, it's like those people that try to do fighter jet pilots, or not. No, sorry, NASA astronauts, and they take the fighter jets and like spin them around and stuff like that, and they puke in the cockpit and stuff like that.
I was pretty proud though, because like from the time that I told him like he needed to turn around to the time that we actually landed was about 15 minutes. And I was fighting for my fucking life, bro. But I made it. I didn't throw. Like I really, really, really didn't want to throw. And so I didn't.
That boy.
Yeah, I give you that, man. You did it. I mean, I don't like roller coasters personally, but I still wanted to fly a plane. So we still have like a little airport where in the city I live in.
Maybe that's what I should do. Just like ride roller coasters every day until I'm fucking sick, until it doesn't get me sick anymore.
Yeah, build with the G's.
What, do you like roller coasters?
I don't mind them. I don't hate them. I don't go out of my way to fucking seek them out either, I guess. I do know that, like, it has happened to me where I've gotten motion sickness off of riding. There's a specific roller coaster that always has a huge line. And one day we went and there was no line. So we went 3 times in a row. And after the 3rd time we went, I'm like, oh, like we had to fucking not go on any rides for a while. I guess it happens to me. Fuck. It's kind of a problem, like I said.
How about seasickness? Do you ever get that?
I've never really been on a fucking on the ocean for long enough to, like, I've been on boats on lakes, you know, and there's like little lake waves, but that's not the same, you know.
Wait just a second. You're telling me you get high as fuck in Colorado and you're scared of a little plane?
Did I say I'm scared of a plane?
Okay. Rephrase. You're still getting high.
I mean, some people got like I give example, my girl, she has very bad equilibrium problems. So her going on a plane, doing all that type of stuff, she can't even be driving that long, and she feels a little like all fucked up and shit.
Yeah, I'm certainly not that bad, and it's been a while since I've even been motion sick. You know, like, and it's usually like if I'm sitting in the back seat of a car and I can't see through the front window, and you know I'm like looking down at something, and we're going around curvy roads, and there's bumps and potholes and shit like that, then that can do it to me. Seasickness is horrible. Yeah, dude, I can imagine, because like by the time you get seasick and you're out on the waves, like it's not like you can get back to fucking land real quick. It's not like landing a plane where it's like, okay, let's turn around, and 15 minutes later you're back on fucking solid ground. That being said, it was pretty cool though. Like taking off on a little plane and flying, like, I don't know what altitude we were flying at, but it couldn't have been more than a couple thousand feet above the ground, you know? So like you're seeing the perspective of like where birds fly, you know, you're seeing people's backyards and houses and pools and sheds and like roads that you didn't know about and like cool stuff like that. That was kind of cool.
Wait a minute. Did they give you the parachute marked acne? Because don't use that one. Just me? Sorry.
I don't think they gave us.
How did it feel, you know, like landing and stuff like that?
Well, by that time I was fighting for my fucking life. So I'm just like, whatever you got to do, bro. If you crash getting us down, it's worth it.
Just a little bit of a crash.
I mean,
I don't like catastrophe crash, but you know, like a wheel falls off and we spin around or something, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. See, because I always wanted to fly. I always think, because me, I don't like roller coasters, but I always felt like, hey, at least I get to control the thing compared to like, oh, you're just doing this over loopy looping and all the other stuff.
Well, fucking roller coaster are you on? You can control it.
No, I'm talking about I was at rather me controlling how I'm, you know, going riding a plane compared to like where in a roller coaster, you know, you got no choice. You're just like the person sitting there enjoying the ride.
Well, the difference is, right? Like on a roller coaster, or even like a twisty road, you're looking ahead of you and you see what's about to happen. You see the curve up, you see a twist to the right, you see it do the thing, right? Yeah, when you're in an airplane and you're flying along, there's nothing but air in front of you. And all of a sudden you're going left, right, up, left, right, down, up, left again.
That's the problem. You were flying in the left lane, Honda. You needed to be in the right lane.
Yes, you're right. You always have terrible jokes. Your jokes are all. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to take your mind off a little bit.
No, I'm just explaining what happens, dude. I don't need my mind taken off of it. I'm telling you what happened. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be a process to get used to it.
I got faith in you.
I got pamphlets. I got all the stuff. I've got my loans all set up. So, I mean, this is the path if I can make it happen. But I'm kind of apprehensive now after today. I kind of have like, here's a problem I thought wouldn't be as much of a problem that's turning out to be a pretty fucking big problem, like right away. That's kind of discouraging, you know?
You'll make it, man. You got this.
Daniel says, just get an inversion chair and get your kid to spin you around every day while a while, and you'll be good after a week or two.
Public service announcement. Those are actually terrible for your back. Fun fact. Yeah, don't do that.
I thought they were great for your back.
Yeah, until you you invert it. So if it comes down and it goes misaligned, you don't know that, and then you go walking on it, and you're like, "Oh, fuck me, what happened?" And then you have to go get it fixed. So it's like really bad because you could like set it. I don't know. I've been to so many fucking back MRIs and everything, and I'm like, "Hey, I was thinking about buying this," and all the back surgeons looked at me and they're like, "No!" At the same time, I was like, "Oh shit, okay, fuck, sorry."
Well, maybe if you have like back surgery problems, then it's probably not good.
I mean,
but I know it helps you decompress your vertebrae though, and like it helps. I don't know, give your fucking cartilage a little break for a second and get some air back in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I blew 2 discs. I got 4 more that are at a 1/4 inch ready to pop at any fucking given time. So maybe it's not for me. I don't know.
Yeah, and MSB dropped in $10. So definitely give it a couple or 3 more tries. No joke. Well, that's what the guy who flew me around. He was saying like the first 3 times he was in a plane, he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do it. So I don't know. So I think it's a combination of like, yep, it was my first time and it was a little bit extra turbulence today and it was a little bit extra hot today and like all of the stars aligned in that respect. And then I'm also haven't gotten used to it yet. And I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I'm just going to eat some ginger and buy some bracelets and
yeah, I mean, can't hurt to try anything to help you out. But that guy's probably right. You know, a couple times you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I got faith in you, man.
Crystals in your pocket. Yeah.
Well, and then the other thing that he was saying is like usually what they do is like they'll get there at like 5 a.m. or whatever, right? And so they'll try to do all of their flights like super early in the morning because the turbulence isn't bad when the sun's first coming up. Like the air pockets don't have a chance to warm up and start rising and doing all the mixing and things that they do like they do in the middle of the day, like when we were flying today. So I think that was the other problem, was like the time of day that we flew. And like if you fly earlier in the morning, number one, it's going to be cooler. So like that hotness inside of the cab with the sun beating down on you and not getting enough air and bouncing around, you know, like all of that stuff would be mitigated to some point, to some extent.
Sure. You got it, man. I got you. I feel you.
But yeah, I think I got to figure out a way to like expose myself to motion sickness again and again and again and again and again until I just don't get it anymore or something. Or just keep flying. That's what I got to do. The problem is if I like go there and pay them to fly and then we got to come back early, it's like I'm wasting money, you know?
It's a learning curve.
No, that's not a learning curve. That's it
might be worth it.
Curve. Like a learning curve is like, oh, like I'm not getting it. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Okay, I get it, you know?
Well, it might be worth the investment.
And then there was this.
No. That's really fucked up.
I've seen that one before.
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen interviews with Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yep. A little bit here and there.
I said it before, I'll say it again. The dude reminds me of like he's got a couple of points on Forrest Gump. Let's put it that way.
So you like him?
Yeah, he's like Forrest Gump. Think about how many famous people he's had and what a charmed life he's had so far. And then listen to him talk, and you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, bro. That's not being socially awkward. There's more to it than that.
I wonder what his kickback is on that AR-500 bundle he's got going.
There's a spectrum to it, you're saying?
Something's going on there, yeah.
I don't know, but he's doing a bunch of college campus tours for Turning Point USA. Making money that way.
Good. I hope he gets something. He deserves. I mean, quite honestly, if I was put out fucking display like that, and then possibly, you know, being threatened with all that shit my whole life, like, I'm glad he's making some money. Fuck those guys for what they did.
I think his real problem is he should have sued the shit out of everybody at this point. Honestly, he didn't do that yet.
Well, the problem is people are suing the shit out of him right now.
That's that exactly, and he should have been suing. He should have actually been suing Gage's ass. He should have been suing the family of Anthony Hoover, family of Joseph Rosenbaum, the city of Kenosha, the state of Wisconsin, Tony Evers as governor, the mayor of the town, the police department, and just like the list goes down from there. Basically.
Yeah, the FBI.
Yeah, those ones. But the medium one is the harder one.
Him, he loses his money. If they sue him while he's broke, he ain't got nothing to lose. If he sues him and wins, then he's got fucking a lot of shit to lose.
Well, the ones Ohio mentioned, those are the easier targets. The media one, that's the harder.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, every mainstream media has X amount of money they'll give you in like lawsuit. What do you call it now? Like out of court settlements, basically. And if nothing else, it takes that money and goes on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, stuff like that.
Wait, and that some can get skirt off if they just say like, "Oh, we were wrong" or whatever. But there are some dummies that didn't do that. Like, what's her name from The View?
Well, a lot of them like quintupled down at this point, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That's bad, dude. Used skateboard for sale. Owner no longer needs it.
I hurt myself really bad on a skateboard. I couldn't walk for a week.
I still think the funniest AI thing that they did with that scene was the two dudes blowing each other in the background.
Hoi. All right. Anyone else feel like Biden could just keel over at any time now? To be clear, I do not wish him any harm or any harm on anybody. I don't think they can run this human potato head for president again, and they know it. Anytime now, they will need to show their cards and make their next move. I stand by that statement. It's coming anytime. I think Biden, his days are numbered on this planet because of his health and because of his age. I think that even if his days on this planet are not numbered because of his health and age, his days as being able to be passed off as anything other than like he's barely even passable as president right now. Like honestly, he's not. He's already beyond that point. But the left is still able to like prop him up like fucking Weekend at Bernie's and say everything's fine. Right? There's gonna come a point where Bernie's face starts being eaten by maggots and they can't hide the fact that he's fucking rotting and dead anymore. Again, figuratively speaking. I really hope they ding me for that so I can argue like, nope, that's not what I was saying.
Take that, fed boy.
But yeah, I mean, like, what do you guys think? Do you think that he's going to be president? Do you think he's going to continue to be president, I should say?
No. And the thing is, too, because the way they scheduled the DNC, unless they have him labeled as a nominee before that, he's not going to be able to be in the Ohio ballot for the general election because of the way our laws work here.
Yeah, dude, those laws are so... Like they're so gatekeepy the way those laws work. It's like, oh, well, you got to have this many things and then we're going to print them out like a month beforehand. So we got to have it a month before that. So unless you have these signatures like 6 months in advance, then there's no way we can get the papers in time. It's like, God damn it, dude. It's called a computer. You never heard of email?
I think they're going to have him in there until, hopefully not, but until he drops.
I still think Michelle Obama is very valid, which is scary.
I mean, does she want to do it though? That's the thing. Like, sure, she
doing
could
it
do it.
already.
Sure, people have the high opinion of her. Sure, like she might even win. She would probably win if she ran, right? There's that. But does she want to do it? I don't know.
Well, they already said that answer, no, but I'm like, they would have to really sweeten the deal for that, for the run.
They always say no at first.
It's a woman thing.
And it could also be they're also
Nah,
bringing
like,
someone
all the
else right
candidates.
now for the takeover.
Dude, like every president who's ever been in the presidency since I've been alive, in 4 years has aged like 20.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's
'Cause
all
they-
stress on your body.
Well, I think it's they just never get sleep because they're always like in the Oval Office, waking him up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, Mr. President, there's a problem in Syria. We're gonna drop some bombs. Okay.
Bring me the ice cream.
I'm sorry, sir. Just go back to sleep. Everything's fine. And then you're like, dude, I just killed like 50 people by saying yes to that. You told me to go back to sleep. Like anyone with a conscience is not going to be able to do that unless you're a fucking psychopath. I don't know. Is it advantageous to have a psychopath in fucking office? I think so, actually, in a lot of ways.
So here's the thing. So do you think that JFK and Bill Clinton is right? Like blowjobs in the office would kind of calm you down a bit. Like,
I mean,
seriously.
in the grand scheme of things that a president does that's bad, getting a blowjob from an intern or from a fucking model, not even on the list.
Right.
But because of the sexual morality of the fucking not even the far right, just like traditionalists in America. Like you talk about stuff like that. Oh, the president can't portray that kind of image to the American people because, you know, we need to have a clean image in America. Now, if they're stealing the entire country behind the scenes where no one sees them, I suppose that's a lot better than actually getting caught having a blowjob inside of the Oval Office.
Really, like
you guys have it fucking backwards. I'm sorry.
But that would be a great stress reliever to probably like minimize some of that.
Maybe they should have one of those like Japanese jack-off robots in the office, you know? It just comes along with its like little fucking spinny suction cup thing.
Yeah, but like
maybe.
And then, you know, like the president's like, God damn it, I told you to drop the bombs. Okay, I feel much better now. I think we can sue for peace.
Yeah. It'll get rid of a lot of stress.
How would you like to be the guy who has to clean up the fucking robot suction cup spinny thing?
Love it.
How much are we talking about?
Well,
I don't know. How much are we talking about?
Right.
I mean, that's what the what's those guys called? The bodyguards, what they're called?
Fluffers?
Yeah, that's what they have. That's what they order them to do. If they gotta clean your shit, I wouldn't be surprised they have to clean that up.
Shot Red, send me a friend request. I could not figure out. I was searching for you, and I'm retarded at Discord. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'll try if I don't get kicked out.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be right now.
Daniel dropped into and says, I think you're misgingering Big Mike. Yeah. It's true.
Yucky.
Stop it.
Would that make
woman
Barack Hussein Obama the first lady then?
Yes.
Yep.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, like, isn't that the French president? Like, isn't he like the first lady now or something?
It's funny how was it Joan Rivers, that old lady, like comedian lady, and she was making all the jokes about Big Mike, and then like she died like a week later.
Yes.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
it must be true. Joan Rivers got murdered."
That is true.
Speaking of trans people, did you guys see the Chancellor of Germany's so-called wife?
No.
Go on.
Yeah, this person is 100% a fucking guy.
Oh, it was Germany? Right. I was thinking France.
No, there's two of them. There's the France one with Macron, and then there's the one in Germany most recently.
Shit, I didn't see any of them.
Dude, whatever, dude. Colorado's got a fucking gay governor, and we've got a fucking first husband or whatever the fuck you call him. I don't know what they call it.
Gentleman.
Yeah, the first gentleman of Colorado, but he looks like he used to hang out in fucking gay bars and do meth in the back.
He did.
Oh, at least yours didn't put a law like in my state was.
Hold
Like,
on, let me
yeah,
find a picture of this one. You'll see what
can't
I'm
get
talking
criminal if I give you AIDS.
First gentleman of Colorado.
What a world.
Oh, he's born the same year as me. Look at that.
Let me get a minute here while you're doing
Bro.
it. No,
Okay, that's his name. Now let's go to images.
let's get E Honda 420 to 5,000 likes, subs, and shares. Share it with your grandma. Share
That
it
was
with
like
your
Ellen
cup
Page
holder.
for a minute, but the Kroger brand.
Oh my God!
Yeah, look at him.
Now we can't get you to 5,000 likes, shares, and subs. I don't want to see that shit.
This dude's definitely done meth in the back of a fucking gay bar, bro.
Yuck.
I'm not saying I've seen it.
He looks like a short-haired lesbian.
That'd be weird.
That's what I said. You look like Ellen Page with the Kroger brand.
That's what I was thinking. He look like Elliot. Elliot Page. Yeah.
No, you were right the first time.
Yeah.
Dude, she was actually cute when she was Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone lied to her. Don't like guns, don't buy one. And don't call the cops. They have guns too. I like that. Climate activist will bitch about a wood stove and do this shit.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
What was his point? What was the propaganda or whatever that he was spreading on the ground right before he burned himself without saying a word? You would think if you're about to light yourself on fire, you'd at least be like freedom for Palestine, or like fuck the government or something. Whatever your message is, you'd shorten it down to like 3 seconds because that's the last thing you're gonna say.
Supposedly, it's a Ponzi scheme between everybody in our government currently with Bitcoin.
That was what he was. The stuff that's the pamphlets on the ground. Like
Supposedly.
that's these things. Okay. Well, I mean, he's not wrong, because there is a Ponzi scheme going on in the government when they exempt themselves from ever being audited, and they exempt themselves from being even being able to be charged with insider trading, and they also can't be charged with petty crimes. It's like, you want to be free in America? Run for office. They're seemingly the only people who have any freedom in this country. I guess them and the super rich, but yeah. Instead of electric cars, I think we should bring back electric chairs. It would solve more problems.
Yep.
Just 22 to the temple. Way cheaper.
If there was a firing squad thing and they needed people, would you volunteer? Not knowing what the guy did, just they're like, hey, there's a firing squad, we need people.
No, after court, maybe.
Okay, now you know what he did, though, and you're like, fuck that guy. Would you do it?
Yeah, but if it's like a child rapist, yeah, fucking give me the gun. I'll do it for free today.
I'm doing my civil service.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and count that as 1,000 community hours for whenever I'm in trouble.
I think it's funny because they're like, oh, well, we always put blanks in one of the guns so you don't know who killed him.
Right.
It's like, bitch, have you ever fired a gun with blanks in it? You fucking know. I didn't know that when I was a kid, though. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's how that works.
I thought only one gun was actually live ammo and everything else was blanks.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 of the 5 or some shit.
What if you miss? Yeah. What if you're like a shit shot and you're the only dude with a bullet?
You're like,
you just like wing him or something,
There was a story like that. Like somebody did kill themselves because of the fucking adrenaline and shit, because he thought he was going to get killed from the firing squad, but surprised he didn't get hit.
There should be like 1,000 people with 22s and only 10 of them that actually work.
I want 1,010 22s.
I was gonna say, I never shot a blank. I'm like, is that much big of a difference?
Yeah, I mean, there's no recoil.
How about 50 caliber?
Oh, fuck yeah. Now I'm doing it for free all the time.
Like a muzzle loader with black powder. Like a flintlock.
Yeah, that's all right. Because I mean, even modern powder, you can't really see anything after you fucking shoot it, so you wouldn't feel as bad.
On something.
How about just beheading? You know, just you and an axe.
Yeah, let's make it more personal. Me and
Underdome.
Personal.
You can't just wave a magic wand and make pedophiles go away. I'm sorry. That's so good, dude.
You've got a point.
I remember when this was normal and no one freaked out. I remember this too, back when I was in grade school. So this was before I was even in high school, at least around in here in Colorado. You would normally see on an average day kids going to high school in their pickup truck with fucking shotgun racks in their fucking window with shotguns in them.
Yep.
That was normal.
Yeah, I'm 20 or 40 years too late from this.
Well, because you'd bring your shotgun with you because you might go hunting after school. Because you know that there's pronghorn out in them fields there.
Oh.
You ever eat a pronghorn, boy?
Yep.
Goddamn best eating you ever had in your goddamn life. Better than elk, better than deer, better than cow.
Deer's way
Actually,
better.
I stand by that. Pronghorn. If you ever have the chance to try pronghorn, it is fucking delicious.
No, deer's better. Well, I guess the pronghorn we have here are grass fed, opposed to they don't really eat the corn as much as the deer because out there it's mostly dry land. But
I hope I find some in Nevada.
And you find them on the plains. You find them in like Nebraska, Illinois, Iowa, Colorado, like that area. Like where all the fucking where all the keep wanting to say hurricanes, but tornadoes are.
The naders.
Because they live out here on the plains too. So
Yep.
My cousin got a wild turkey the other day, and his wife made turkey pot pies for him and said it was one of the best things he's ever had.
Yeah. The turkeys around here, pretty much all you can do is breast them out because it's so dry. They just run. So like unless you smoke them for fucking a long ass time, they get all stringy.
Mm-hmm.
Still delicious.
Okay, check this out. FBI to hand over laptop owned by murdered Democrat staffer Seth Rich after FOIA request. Right? Post-millennial, here's the story. Oh, actually, when you look into it, the order doesn't require Seth Rich's laptop. It requires that the government provides an index of the context of the contents and set a timeline for producing the ones that aren't exempt from disclosure because they implicate significant privacy, etc. The FBI said this would take 67 years.
Jesus Christ. The fuck are they doing over there?
Keeping everybody hidden.
That's they're covering up crimes and evidence is what they're doing. Quite effectively, actually. Because by the time if they ever do release this index, it's not even the actual laptop. 67 years later, who's going to be around to care about it? Who's going to be around to charge with a crime? You know, like everyone involved is going to be dead by that point. So it doesn't matter. I like this one.
They got me there.
Less than 500 people a year are killed by rifles. Let's ban them. Over 4,000 people a year are killed by illegals. Let's give them $2,200 a month of taxpayer assistance, register them to vote in our elections, and keep the border wide open to invite more of them into our country. Makes sense to me.
It's sad that it's so true.
I mean, shit, there was a there was a story recently about a mother and son, like my age and like 17, so like my age and my son's age, who got ran over and killed by an illegal immigrant in Colorado who had been deported 4 times or something like that for DUI. And he just keeps coming right across the border, you know. Oh, back in Colorado again. Oh, drinking again because that's what I do. Oops, got another DUI. Back to Mexico. Oh, come back to Colorado. Nope, got a job again. Oh, drinking again. Oops, I killed a family this time. Like, that's what happened, bro.
So fuck, dude.
There was a multi-time deportee Venezuelan national here recently that tried to rob a bank, and his dumbass couldn't speak English, so he tried to do a translator app, and they busted him by the time he got it worked out.
That's
Damn.
great.
Honda, I was going to say, apparently there is pronghorn in Nevada, but it's in central and northern, so I'll have to be way in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
pretty much
pronghorn's
what they are here.
Pronghorn's pretty delicious.
Yeah,
They're
I
a
got a
little
guy
bit bigger
that
than
goes.
a whitetail.
That's way better.
I think they've got more muscle mass. They're actually like pronghorn. It's kind of crazy. They are evolved to get away from a predator that no longer exists in North America because they're the fastest land animal in North America.
Yeah.
Like basically no fucking regular predator can catch them. And the only way like a wolf or whatever could catch them is if they're like old and sick.
I don't know. They're about half the size of a deer here. I don't know. They're pretty good. I know a guy who bow hunts them, which that guy's fucking crazy because I would just take a rifle. Fuck that.
I mean, if it's that, I wouldn't have no problem. I wouldn't do that in no fucking bear or some other creatures. Use the arrow.
I don't know. How many different kinds of deer are there in North America? Are they all just whitetail?
No, we got
No.
whitetails and muley here. There's like
there's
a red,
red deer. Yeah, red deer.
black-tail deer.
Elk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, elk's not deer.
Elk
Moose
is
is not deer.
There's
Elk-
like a redwood deer in England, but it's like
Elk
a cross
is a
between
woolly deer.
and
I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I mean, it walks on four animals and has horns, so I'm like, that's the same.
well, by that
And
I
it looks
mean,
like a fucking deer.
so does a moose. By that. But
It's a big
Yeah, and
ass
it's a
deer. That's what a
fucking
moose
deer,
is. It's a big.
Moose is a big mouth nose deer.
What is
the whole-
moose
it's the
good?
whole
I've never
deer.
had moose before.
yeah, it's fucking delicious. Very, very rich red meat.
Yeah, my buddy from Alaska loves it. But he rarely gets it.
Yeah, my wife's granddad has a moose head mounted by his chair in his house that he shot, and he pressure canned a bunch of it. It's fucking delicious.
We saw a full-grown female moose. It didn't even have the horns. It was just but it was like a big ass moose.
Oh yeah,
Like
just a
10
cow.
feet away from me running, right? Is how close it got. And its shoulder was higher than the top of my head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
mule
like,
deer.
okay, that's a fucking animal that would easily kill you if it wanted to.
Oh yeah, it'll
Yep.
fuck up a car during calving season. A cow with a cow with a calf, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And my buddy from Alaska showed like a footage of that. Like, oh yeah, there's this moose around the neighborhood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people get worried with stuff like that. That's what he was telling me. He's like, you worry about the moose more in Alaska, not the bears.
Yep. Yeah, my aunt and uncle, well, great aunt, whatever the fuck she is to me, they have a cabin up there, and he's a retired Marine, and he does hunts and guided fishing out there, and they have moose that walk by on their ring all the time. It's pretty wild.
And sadly, you can't shoot them like you like anytime you want.
No.
Over in Alaska.
He's got
Now
a
I just
Ruger
want
Red
to go
Hawk
kill
on him
something
all the
wild
time.
and eat it. Yep. All right, check out this fucking monkey.
He's angry.
He really wanted to ride the motorcycle.
He
That's
really
kinda
did.
cool.
So what kind of motorcycle is that? What's that?
I don't know.
Like a
Some
cheetah on
fucking
it?
some Asian shit, bro. They sell stuff in Asia that we don't get here. Like Honda
Yep.
sells stuff to them that we don't get here. What's the Indian brand? Whatever, dude. There's different brands that sell over there only, and then some brands that sell over there and over here, but the stuff they sell here is different than the stuff they sell there. So yeah, there's a lot of weird motorcycles. Same with like if you watch videos of like a city in Africa somewhere or whatever, there'll be all kinds of like little 100 and 150cc motorcycles everywhere going over all the streets. And I couldn't tell you who makes them. You know, like some weird brand in China, or I don't know what the fuck they are.
Right.
They're just reassembled from pieces in most cases.
I mean, they come from a factory built, but they're like, I don't know, dude. It's all Chinesium. I'm not sure how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. Every time I use a word like gay or retard, some gay retard reminds me that those words are hurtful.
Love it.
Because that's the only way that you could be upset about that, right?
Uh-huh.
Every once in a while, the truth slips out. Mail-in ballots requested, 108,000. Mail-in ballots returned, 89,000. Mail-in ballots counted, 142. What? Weird.
Is the math mapping?
I mean, the first two numbers kind of jive. If you send out 108 and you get 89 back, like, okay, you know, that makes sense.
And that math, with an F.
I hate how English people say math. They say maths. Like math is it has to be plural if you're from England.
I hate how they say we need to go to hospital. I'm like, bitch, did you forget the word the?
Hospital.
Or they don't call it gas, they call it petrol.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay,
Let's
so
go
here's
to
the
the
other
pub
thing.
for a pint with some fish
So
and
you
chips.
go to the petrol station, right? And you buy some gas, right? And they sell it to you in liters. And then all over Europe, everything's in kilometers. So you would think that they would do kilometers per liter, but they still do miles per hour. Or miles per gallon, sorry.
They also think beans are for breakfast. I don't want to be tearing up the whole fucking office, okay?
I mean,
And it's aluminium.
well, you gotta have some with beans for breakfast, though.
Nice.
If you gained 10 pounds 3 years ago, 8 pounds 2 years ago, 6 pounds last year, but only 3.5 pounds this year, have you gained 3.5 pounds or have you gained 27.5 pounds? The left would like you to believe inflation is only up 3.5%, but added up since 2021 and it's closer to 30%. Nice
Jesus.
try. And it used to be 1% per year on average, right? Like growing up, 80s, 90s, 2000s, every year is like 1%, and it didn't really matter. You know, like 1% inflation is like you can't even fucking measure that. It's a penny, you know?
Man,
Oh, like my dollar only buys 99 cents worth of shit from last year. Like, oh no big deal. When you're like, my dollar only buys 70 cents worth of shit from 2021 from 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's a pretty fucking big deal. And I think that number, when they're like, oh, it's only up 3.5%, they're lying about that. It's up more than 3.5%. When they look at the consumer price index, there's little fucking ways that they can manipulate things and change shit around, and they have to make it fucking suit their own needs, which is to hide the fact of how bad things are.
I think if the commenter that listened to the news every day and believed exactly what they told them knew what the number was for real, they'd freak the fuck out and we'd all be in shit the fan right now.
Yep.
They say maths because it's short for mathematics. No, math is short for mathematics.
Maths is short for you're fucking retarded.
Maths. It's hard to say maths. Maths. I have to I can't say maths correctly. Congress just voted to exempt themselves from IRS auditing their personal finances to, quote, keep the country stable. This is what blunt force takeover looks like. Of course, this is meant to hide bribes, theft, and embezzlement. All the checks and balances are dead, people.
It's Especially when you got pieces of shit like Chuck Schumer going on, whole tirades about like, this is what we need to fund Ukraine. It's like, then fund out your own personal wealth, dickhead.
At least gas ain't $10. It's not $10 yet.
Yeah, they're talking $7 a gallon, fucking like directly.
Right.
I don't know.
Remember when they said at least gas isn't $5? Remember when they said that?
Right.
Dude, I remember when if you had to pay a full dollar for a gallon of gasoline, it was highway robbery.
Mm-hmm.
God, you're fucking old.
It's true. Where a gallon of gas, if it was like 97 cents, it's like, I guess that's fine. But if it was $1.01, like people would they would walk into the gas station angry at the fucking attendant. Like it was him who fucking changed the price, you know? I remember this shit. I also remember 29-cent tacos at Taco Bell.
Wait, what's the price of gas now over in Colorado?
What's that?
What's the price over in gas in Colorado right now?
I don't know. Like $3 right now, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Or like $3.30 in Nebraska.
That makes sense. What is it?
What's the fucking gas buddy? No, there's some thing that you can fucking look at that shows you. I mean, near me it's $2.94. There you go. What's the site that tells you what the cheapest gas is?
I don't know. I just use Sinclair. I'll get 10 cents off. Or I'll get it at Sam's with the membership thing.
It's not Gas Buddy. Fuck you. Quit telling me to go there. Upside? Yeah, maybe it is Gas Buddy. You keep trying to bring me to Gas Buddy. Oh, it totally is Gas Buddy. Okay, there you go. Costco's got the cheapest gas, $2.52. That's why you get a Costco card, because it saves you like 40 cents a gallon.
And those are 90s prices for me.
My uncle used to tell me stories about driving around in high school and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, it took us like $2 to fill up the tank for the entire weekend, and we would just cruise all weekend. I'm like, Jesus Christ, old man.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that's what we do in Nebraska, man. When you're growing up, when you first get your wheels cruising, man, that's how you meet the lady. That's how I met my wife. Was cruising.
Well, there's a funny story he always told me about how he met my aunt. And apparently at the time he was driving around, I forget what kind of a pink car it was. And his friend had gone, because they had a local like drive-in place, whatever, and was talking to these women, and one of them was my aunt. And he's like, hey, have you guys seen my buddy? He's driving around like, I think it was like a pink Cadillac or something. And they're like, no, yeah, sure, buddy, whatever. And then like 10 minutes later, my uncle pulls up in that same exact car, and he's like, hey, did you guys see my buddy that was around here? All right. Black power, blue power, pink power, yellow power, red power. Account suspended. Twitter suspends accounts that violate Twitter rules. Learn more. Click here.
What happened?
Oh, bro, we were watching this the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We got to skip to 14 seconds in. Are you ready for what's about to happen, guys? What do you think is going to happen? For those of you who don't know.
Car gets electrocuted.
That's a good guess.
Penis.
Penis happens, yes.
Oh, nice. I'm good. I've seen this.
All right, we're going to slow it down, too. That's right. A semi-trailer tractor 18-wheeler gas tank thing fell out of the sky because it got sucked up by a tornado and dropped in front of this fucking truck.
It's fake news.
Damn.
Bro.
Would you shit your pants? Have you seen that?
Dude, this is like, what was that movie where like everybody fucking like fate is trying to kill everybody?
Final
Destination.
Yeah, it's some Final Destination shit, bro.
Carnators.
Oh my God, Alex Stein 99 for the win, guys. We got to watch this fucking minute-long
I
video.
ain't heard from him in a minute. I wonder what
Alex
he's doing
Stein
now.
99 gets assaulted at University of Texas Austin for Palestine rally. Trans for Palestine rally. Sorry.
We're here at UT Austin, where I just got assaulted by transgender pro-Palestine people. I didn't realize gay for Palestine is actually real. But watch this video. Hey, can I ask you a question? In Palestine, aren't they mean to trans people? Aren't they mean to trans people? We're here at UT Austin, and trans people are out here protesting for Palestine, but don't Palestinians throw gay people off roofs?
Hey, sir, can you please leave?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hang out right here. Can anybody tell me about, do they do any pride parades?
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, what are you gonna do about it? You guys are all idiots. You guys are transgender, but you guys aren't even allowed to be in Palestine. I know, but you don't.
I just wanted to like roundhouse kick those fuckers.
Like 20-year-old me that was impervious to fucking like anything any of these people could have possibly done, even with like a fucking weapon in their hand, maybe, depending on the weapon. Yeah, fuck, dude. There's nothing. They couldn't stop me if they wanted to. Now they probably could because I'm all old and, you know, like over 40 and not, you know, not as strong as I used to be, and definitely kind of limping around these days compared to like 20-year-old me. But
No,
That's why
I
you
still
got
take
the
their silly
equalizer,
asses.
man. You got the blaster.
right, but I don't want to just blast people. Sometimes I want to fucking just punch them.
Fair enough.
You hit them in their penis because they still have it.
Well, punch him in the throat. Most people go down.
Yeah, just start kicking crotches. I'm sure a bunch of them will go over because they all got nuts.
Steel-toed boots to the shin for the win.
I'm just saying, like 20-year-old me could fuck a bunch of shit up, and then if I had to, I could outrun everyone and get away. 43-year-old me could fuck a bunch of shit up, but then if I had to, I don't know if I can get away.
You're like my knees.
Like I'm like trying to get away, but I'm just walking at a quick pace. So it's like the zombies in those old movies. Keep playing that shit. Okay, let's finish the video. It's true because it does get better. You guys are pussies. I love calling people pussies. Like I was in traffic this was yesterday. I was in traffic and the guy wouldn't turn right, and I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was on my motorcycle and I just yelled out of instinct, like, God, you guys are fucking pussies. And then the guy next to me just starts laughing. I look over and I'm like, okay, I give him a thumbs up. Then it was okay. It was kind of funny after that. I don't know if we have time to watch this one. This guy talks about some strange information about humans and dimensional entities and government information and U.S. Army stuff. I don't know. Look into it. I don't know if I believe it or not. It's always some blurry video of some old dude who doesn't have any evidence. He's just talking. That's how these things always work. So neither here nor there. Oh, and that's all the stories we have. Oh, no.
Nice timing.
Oh, no.
Shit, I was gonna ask, what's that y'all talking about? Like, I guess on what? Was this on like some mob or riot happened or something?
Yeah, if you go to meatspin.com, they have live footage.
The fuck kind of fruit is this? Ugh.
Yeah, the College of Columbia is having a Palestinian thing. The cops stopped it and shit.
Where was this at?
USF protest, tear gas, and rubber bullets. This one? University of South Florida.
Florida always was interesting.
And then there's University of Texas protesters arrest 45 non-students.
Yeah, not students in the building. It's fucked up, man.
So a bunch of people who don't go to college there. And I saw this. There was a Jewish guy at I think it was Stanford or something. Was trying to get to class.
UCLA.
And there was all of these people. They were standing in his way. They wouldn't let him pass. And he was like, "I go to school here. I pay for tuition. I'm trying to get to class. Please move out of my way." And they wouldn't do it. And he like puts his hands up and tries to push his way through, and they wouldn't let him through. And he goes to the police, and they're just like, "Well, I don't know what to do. You know, I'm a fucking big fat pig, and I only do things when the fucking people tell me to do things because I don't want to stick my head out for anybody." Fuck the police, by the way.
Fuck the police.
Did Honda just put down his own channel? I mean, all I am is this guy is a really old guy who talks about things and never actually shows evidence. Actually, I show evidence all the time. It's just video evidence, and some of it's open for interpretation, and certainly I do a little bit of that, I'll admit, you know, where I'm just talk about things, but
Yeah, and you
the
got
level of military equipment, local police is kind of alarming.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, look at this thing, dude. Granted, it's for New York, but still.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what they want, and then have all of our police quit, and it's basically just sitting there for the UN? And I've seen that, like, for all these illegals, there's a UN contract that pays for like X amount of years.
That would make sense.
You think they're just setting it all up for all these people after all the white people quit? Or, you know, native people? I guess they don't have to be white, you know what I mean? But like,
American.
Now, well, Steve, now it sounds like a fucking...
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that you wanted to bring in a police force that was going to violate the rights of the white people, let's say. Excuse me, the people who already live here.
You did it too.
I was just using your terminology. It's not me.
Don't put this back on me, you fucker.
So, who would you use? Would you use the police that you already have?
Nope.
Or would you perhaps, I don't know, let a couple million people across the border and militarize a few of them, few percentage of them, few 100,000 of them, maybe allow them to buy guns and have guns by the federal courts saying so, maybe allow them to, I don't know, join the military or be able to be a policeman. And then you start cracking down on the old folks who used to be here. What did you call them again?
Valued members of our society.
Yes, the valued members of our society. You start replacing them onesie twosies, and then in big groups when you start doing, like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying what Derek Chauvin did was right or correct. I'm saying that the charges and you know, sentence that he got for his crime is outlandish. I don't think he ever meant to kill George Floyd. I don't even think he killed George Floyd. He just happened to fucking, you know, be there at the time that he died with his, like, looking in a bad way. You know what I mean? But point being, the more of that happens, the more people aren't going to want to be part of the police force, especially like us, right? Like the people who have been here forever. And so you get more and more and more of these people who are from outside of the country, who don't give a fuck about our Constitution, who don't give a fuck about our laws, who don't give a fuck about your rights, who are willing to do whatever the fuck they, you know, they're told to do, and probably take some pleasure in it, especially if it's a white that they're doing things to, let's say.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, whatever they're going to do isn't going to be necessarily legal. Like, if they want to fucking rape your kid or your wife, you think they're going to fucking stop just because they're in a uniform? No, they don't give a fuck. That's how things go in their country. That's why they fucking left.
Well, look at how many instances of rape UN soldiers have been accused of over the years. It's insane. Like, more than Catholic priests and fucking teachers combined.
Yeah, not good. So if it happens, guys, and they're going to come into your door, you got to do everything you can on the internet to not say anything about what you might do.
What are they going to do to your door?
Nothing.
They're going to come in it?
Internet.
They're going to come in your door?
Oh, they're going to bust a Kool-Aid, man.
Never admit to premeditation in the story.
I mean, I think we all know what the final solution is here.
We all battle Pokemon.
That's to play Risk together, and then whoever wins the game of Risk is right and gets to tell everyone else what to do.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the final solution.
And they take over the rec center.
Where's Mark Malone when you need him?
God damn it, Mark Malone. One time we needed a racist bastard.
He's busy making the Fifth Reich at this point.
He's in the chat.
I saw him. Yeah, dude, that's scary. Fuck that. So let's see what's going on in South Florida. Pro-Palestine protesters. It's called a smoke grenade or a fucking whatever. Fuck you.
Yeah, you only know how many women I know there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. All right, fine, fuck off.
It might be tear gas.
Tear gas?
Yeah, it's just like smoke gas or tear gas or something.
Just a little smoky smoke.
Little puff pass. Never hurt nobody.
It's sarin gas.
You know what's funny? It ain't hard to throw that shit back.
I'll let you know, guys, it's riot season, and I would like everybody to carry some spicy spray because you know the fucking leftist fucking plebes are. So if you want to get some spicy spray, now's the time.
You know, honestly, Muffin Top, good sir, I know I talk a lot of shit about the gun that you fucked up for me.
This again.
But I put the spicy spray on my keychain. And at first, I got to admit, I felt like a bitch. Because the only people I've ever seen with spicy spray on their keychain have no penis.
You never been bit by a dog, man.
But then I was thinking about it, right? And I'm like, well, I don't always want to go straight from like whatever's happening to pistol. Because you got the pistol, you got the thing on you, you know? And you don't want to just pull out that thing unless you have to.
Options,
so it's nice having a intermediary in between nothing and that thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's exactly what Tactical Muffin Top fully approves. There's a reason why it's on duty belts, guys. There's a reason why it's in Tactical Muffin Top's pocket, because it fucking works.
So I started off by you thinking that I was talking shit about you, but I was really saying thank you.
Oh, bitch. Thank you. Yeah, I think you guys should
bitch.
Honestly, though, like when I put it on my keychain, I thought to myself, this is what a bitch would do.
Bitches win sometimes, man.
But then now that I've had it on my keychain for a while, and I don't even notice it at all in my pocket, and I got that thing on me now too. It's like an extra layer of protection.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. What in the hell, Bobby?
Whoa. That ain't spicy spray.
That is Big Mike. We just looked at man's ass for a good fucking 15 seconds.
That is a woman.
And nobody even stopped you. That's the worst part.
You were here.
It's a beautiful woman.
More than 100 guests at a wedding became terribly ill, and 80 people are being admitted to a hospital. Anna Rodriguez and a guest at her wedding recall being served wild mushrooms with goat cheese and tomato whatever as the appetizer. So they're all tripping on mushrooms.
Boogers and cum. Gotta get me my boogers and cum.
Well,
I mean, like, someone had a plan for this wedding to be wild, and it went terribly wrong.
Like, oh man, we partied too hard.
Must have been.
Maybe you should have made the mushrooms taste like shit. I don't know, because usually when you eat those mushrooms, they taste like shit, because that's where you get them from.
I wouldn't know.
Because those aren't just actual poisonous mushrooms that they ingested.
Or maybe they're just straight poison. Like most mushrooms, I mean, there are poisonous mushrooms, aren't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the problem.
Yeah.
What is going on? Pakistan and India border.
Yeah, they do like that ritual every year.
Are they about to throw down?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're being extra with their marching.
Yeah. And they do it like close to each other.
What the?
That weird peacocking show of force.
Yeah.
Do they practice this in the mirror before they do it?
Probably.
Yes, they have to practice. They said to do marching.
Why do they have a Palestine flag? Just kidding. Sorry. It's a bad joke, India.
Damn it, India.
And first off, that's a Mexican flag.
Can't watch that on YouTube.
Oh.
What's going on here? Boating fail. Okay, that's what's going on. Uh-oh.
Oh, I was about to flip.
Uh-oh. A few moments later.
2 hours later.
Oh,
they're taking on water like a motherfucker.
yeah, they put too much weight
And
on
there
there.
goes the boat.
That's
They're
why
all
first
grabbing.
I was gonna die, but it's gonna flip over because of the way that thing moves. See?
You better grab a bucket. Here, let's skip to the end and see what happens. Yeah, no one's on the boat anymore. There you go.
Coast Guard saving your ass.
Farmers warn food aisles will soon be empty because of crushing conditions. We are not in a good position.
Nope.
That's ominous. Better buy your fucking rice and your fucking bullshit now. Go to the store and get like 30 cans of soup and 2 20-pound bags of rice. You are now good. Your whole family's good for a month.
I put some more vegetables and stuff in there, but yeah. Go get 6 flats of whatever vegetables you like. That's going to come out to like fucking $30. Get you your 40 pounds of rice. Grab you some lentils and beans with it, and that's a pretty good balance. Maybe some fruit.
How to future-proof your serial number from registration with one simple trick.
Well, that was easy.
I don't know about that.
It's super effective.
Saw those one too.
It is, though.
Said the thing crashed on me.
Damn, dude.
Here on the E Honda 420 chat.
Oh, God. Have you seen this video?
No.
So, I don't know what happened. I think this guy with the helmet on is getting jacked by this dude, basically. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then... Oh, we got to slow this down. And I got to pause it before it actually happens.
Oh, okay. I think is that like
So he pulls out a gun.
Uh-huh.
And he aims it. Where does he aim it?
Oh, shit.
And we cannot play the next couple seconds. And then we will see how this video ends. Let's go to normal speed. Oh, it started over. Damn it. Okay. Well, you get the point. Things you can't show on YouTube.
For 20.
See, look, here's another fucking weird bite motorcycle that you can't buy here with 2 dudes riding it, and it's not gay somehow.
Right.
See, like here, they like drag gay people on the street while doing things that we would consider gay here, like riding 2 dudes on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
That's so wrong.
Self-hating gays. That's what we would call them. When you commit a crime in Japan, citizens will literally drag your ass to the police station.
Saw that one too.
Dude, every time I see videos like this, it makes me want to move to Japan. Like, I will learn Japanese. I'll do whatever. It's fine.
Except they hate foreigners. It's probably very difficult.
Oh my god.
Well, you're a white guy, so
they like us.
Yeah,
They don't like the blacks. I know that.
Yeah.
Japan to be vaccinated. People wait, excuse me, sorry. Japan to ban vaccinated people from donating tainted blood. Wasn't Blue Cross Blue Shield or something like that not accepting blood from people who had been vaccinated?
Yep.
Yeah, and some sperm banks are doing the same thing.
Wow. You know, they have like these new medical programs that you can go to that give you specific cocktails of whatever it is, chemicals or drugs or something that help dissolve the spike proteins inside of your body. That's like a new treatment that they're coming out with for people who are vaccine injured or post-vaccine injured or whatever. Like it's a treatment for them to regain some function because it's from the spike protein, supposedly.
I heard that helps if you take some of that horse stuff.
Ivermectin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, even if you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to try this later. How does Red Bull fucking break a window?
Wait, who are you going to try this on?
Not my car.
Does ranch soda also do this?
If that's true, that's wild.
Oh, to your son's car. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, right. I paid for half of this. You gotta watch me do this now.
Right.
Just blame it as was defective. You told me a living.
All right, boys, I gotta go to bed.
No, you don't.
He said, "Yep, I fucking do. Gotta be up in like 4 hours."
Jesus Christ, that hurts just watching it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch it.
Oh, the two.
Now you're Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Now you're fucking Captain Hook. Now you're fucking Captain Hook, dude. You're Captain Hook. Look at you
with a laser beam in your fucking hand. Deal.
But they got to screw a fucking bolt into your bone first before you can grab that fucking. What kind of soda was that?
No, your Will
Zach
Smith.
Doctor. What?
I'm grabbing something else with it. I can tell you that.
Zach Doctor Films. No, your Will Smith with iRobot.
Terrifying funeral accident.
What?
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. Now I'm fucking scared.
Oh god! Like any second, I gotta pause it.
What? They get buried in the dirt.
Whoops. Is that the dude?
Well, I mean, you see what's happening right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's the erosion. I see. It's just
the whole fucking thing. Well, there's going to be a few funerals today.
Yeah, I don't think we can finish this video.
That coroner made great money that day.
The grave digger's out of work though because they're already buried.
Yeah, he had to take the rest of the day off. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's her wedding dress. That's nice.
Oh, okay. Like, okay, what the fuck am I looking
I figured it out and told you.
Okay.
There's full uncensored footage of the shootout between Charlotte cops and gunmen that left 4 officers dead. Wow.
Where's this at?
North Carolina.
Charlotte.
Oh, shoot. Send the link. Right. You put it in private chat.
Yeah, we definitely can't watch this here. Why is there so many videos YouTube will fucking give me a strike for? This sucks.
Because they hate us. We need replaced by migrants on YouTube.
We need replacement.
That was a good one, huh?
You finally got me. All right. It took you an hour and 19 minutes.
You're fucking welcome.
Okay. Why is okay? I just tried to post that in private chat and it won't fucking let me. Here's what I'll do. I will just retweet that, and then you can go to my Twitter, and it'll be right there. Although we can't watch it later.
I got it
not on YouTube. Well, fuck me anyway. I think we're going to shut it down, to be honest. It's getting to that point. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. It's only 10 minutes early. But this was an unexpected show. Plus, you got a little tactical muffin top chat beforehand. And if you didn't catch that, you should go back and, tactical muffin top. You should probably put your channel in the... Oh, I put it in the fucking regular chat? I went to private chat.
But I'm on my phone.
I went to private chat and posted it there, and it didn't. What the fuck is going on? Okay, here we go. Private chat. There you go. Anyway, check out Tactical Muffin Top. He's a big giant penis. At least he has one, and I hope you guys have one too. And if you don't, that's okay too. Otherwise, y'all have a good evening. This has been eHonda 420 with eHonda and Friends on 2A Taco Tuesday with eHonda and Friends again. And we'll see y'all next time. Deuces, y'all. Shall not pee and Friends. Trooper to Shaman and Naba to pressure battle cath care. Prec the troops. 3 words. Wait, 2 words. Made in America. Sorry, I almost did that one wrong there. I almost did it right, really, is what I did. But anyway,